Take a look around me, taking pages from a magazine. Been looking for the answer ever since we were 17. You know the truth can be a weapon to fight this world of ill intentions. A new answer to the same question. How many times will you learn the same lesson?
Sure.
Chit-chat, and Andre is actually...
We just gotta hold on, and on and on and on.
Thank you. I'm gonna go there.
Cool.
Yeah, there is coffee, some snacks.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
have
That'd be
this
perfect.
cater-
A bit over a year ago, a year and a half.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember the event.
Of course.
But I thought this guy, we gotta get him.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
Really
I'm
waiting
excited.
for your...
Now, what about the makeup of the audience? Entrepreneurs, startups, working at businesses. What's the
Mixture.
I'm sure a lot of people.
Okay.
What on your best guess? What do you think the breakdown is? Oh, look at this guy.
What's happening?
Hey, brother.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. How you been?
How you been, man? Awesome to see you. Vayner's up to 800 people,
Come on.
100 million revenue, just real big business.
Yeah. I gotta go do a press conference.
Are you leaving tonight, or are you?
No, I'm here tonight.
What are you doing for dinner?
I don't have any plans.
All right, let's try to do something.
All right, great. I'm on right after you. So.
Okay, good. I'll
After
see you in a
we
little
get
bit.
off, we'll go have dinner.
Okay, cool.
This is...
I see it. Yep.
Okay, we can move on. This is how is the second slide.
A lot of B2B people in the audience,
As well, yeah. Yeah.
based on the industries, I would say,
Yeah. And many of them, the marketing, the digitalization, there is like lots of those people as well.
Yes.
And okay, let's go. Here he is, the superstar.
Oh, we're doing
Yes,
video. I love it. I
You
love video. I
don't
love
you?
video. Hey, everybody. How are you?
It's gonna be so much fun.
So fun.
Everyone.
Awesome. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Two things. I've got my introduction for you. I want to see what you think. And
Okay.
then I have a special request. I
Sure.
talked about this with your team. If you don't like it, we won't do it.
No problem.
This is what I'm going to say to the crowd. I'm going to say, well, how many of you enjoy wine? An easy opener.
opener.
An easier, yeah, okay. Where we're going to have one of the world's most recognized wine experts grace our stage in just a minute. He's a great example of how you can turn your passion into a thriving business. He transformed his father's wine and spirits business of $3 million into a national success story, selling over $50 million a year. He achieved this by partly implementing marketing methods and social media processes that have never been used before in that industry. Today, he is considered a true pioneer in leveraging social media in business. He's the founder of VaynerMedia, a beautiful producer of hashtag Ask Garyvee, a YouTube sensation, and here to talk to you about why smart people dismiss social media and why they shouldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
It's fantastic.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
It's great. So super excited. First time back in Finland in 3 or 4 years. Actually, show a little clip, Tyler. There you go. These events are really exciting for me. First of all, getting to different parts of the world, understanding the different dynamics, looking at the data. For example, Google Plus doing well in Finland. These are different variables that you don't deal with in other parts of the world. So, really when you travel, there's a couple KPIs for me on these things. One, when I'm speaking at an event at 5,000 people live and then 5,000 people on live stream, you've got a 10,000 person European international audience that isn't as familiar with the strategies and the ideas and me in general, so that has some upside. Number two, as you saw earlier, I don't know how you guys are editing, running into old friends like Dick Costolo, former CEO of Twitter, a good friend for a long time. Tonight, the serendipity of possibly getting dinner, even though we've done business together for a long time. I don't think I've had dinner with Dick in 7 years. That's a KPI. The 5 or 6 people I've already met outside, the one guy, you didn't catch it, D-Rock, you were doing some mic stuff, he's been following me for 10 years. And this was the moment he got to say hello. And it's such a value prop. That's a very narrow, one person, not scaled KPI, but something that really matters to me. It's really the way I want to build. And so in a world where I'm really struggling to balance, do I want to go and give a talk in Finland for that day that I have to give up when I'm operating? What's the pluses and minuses? Obviously with the expansion of VaynerMedia, as I think about different markets, this is the opportunity to lay a foundation of awareness of VaynerMedia and me, which when we open a Stockholm or a Helsinki office becomes a real opportunity 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now. Or as I continue to focus, and I know that we addressed this in the last episode, what if the brand that I buy is not only doing 40% of its business in the US, but happens to be doing 50% of its business in the Nordics? It's nice to have a presence and understanding, a taste for the marketplace. So there are very, 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 very few things I do by accident.
Gary Vaynerchuk!
Thank you, Finland. I'm super excited to be here, and really, very honestly, I'd like to get to the Q&A portion of this pretty quickly. I wrote a book called Ask Garyvee because I do believe that these kind of events are incredible, and a lot of very smart and special people come and pontificate and what have you, but the interaction is the single greatest way to get deep instead of wide. And I think at the end of the day, for everybody that has decided to come to this conference, there's tangible things we want. There's something we want. And that's actually where I want to start. Actually, you know what? Let's start with this. Before I go into this, by show of hands, how many people here have no idea who I am or anything about my spiel? Tell the truth, raise them. That fucking hurts. I love when people say, Gary, you always talk about a lot of work, but I work smart. I go, Rick, I work smart and hard. Now what, asshole? So you're right. I'm a very big believer that if you were sitting in this room and you're trying to achieve great things, it's very hard to do that in a 5, 7, 8 hour workday. It just is. Somebody's gonna work 9, 10, and 11, and that's very competitive. But family, interests, everybody should live their lives the way they want to. But if you wanna build something big, if you wanna create a big business, hard work is the first, second, and third part of the formula. How many people here own their business? Raise your hand. A lot. So listen, here, a lot. One more time, hi. I just want to. Okay, here's the most important part, and I'm really glad I got to say this. Everything I just talked about. So many of you are gonna say, I don't understand this. I didn't grow up with this. I don't know this. If you own your own business, don't you think it makes sense for you to take 20 hours to either read or watch videos on how to place Facebook ads, how to place Instagram ads, how does LinkedIn work, what is medium.com? When you have the audacity to be an entrepreneur and own your own business and want all the riches and great things that come with it, you need to put in the work. I promise you, if you look at your 8 hours every day, 2 to 3 of them, you're spending on dumb shit. You're spending it like it's 1994. Take that back, go to YouTube and Google, search how to place Facebook ads, how does Snapchat work, does Instagram work for B2B SaaS, whatever it may be, spend 40, 50, 60 hours, because the biggest thing I'm concerned about, one more time, show of hands, business owners, the biggest concern I have is that you're gonna hire somebody and you have no idea what they're doing. You have to be the best person in your organization. When I stand in front of VaynerMedia, it's 800 people, very young, sharp, best in class. And when I stand in front of them and say, I'm the best at social media, me, the old guy, the fucking uncle, right? I'm the best practitioner.
The 8 guys who are finished here, then you identify.
That's right. And so to me, you have to be the best executor in your organization. This is communication. And communication drives everything.
Thank you so much.
Helsinki, thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is André Noël Chaker and I'm the moderator of the Nordic Business Forum 2016. And Gary is by far the most energetic speaker we've ever had at this event. He was tremendous, he was on fire. He's an inspiration for me personally. I'm all over the social media here in Finland as a speaker, as a writer, and as a performer. He has given us belief in social media as a catalyst for stories, that as a catalyst to touch people's lives, as a catalyst to make a difference. Thank you, Gary.
It's the whole game.
It's the whole game. It's means to manage your life in Chinese.
Social, digital is easier to measure sales than traditional. What's interesting about where she went with that is, and she's exactly right, why Facebook is uniquely different is it's so effective at selling, but the people that really understand Facebook the best, the fact that Thin Air can make a 4-minute, 37-second video, run it on Facebook, and if it emotionally hits the audience, it's better than television in its prime, is remarkable upside. The problem is, and she knows, in her organization, they want to see the ROI because it's new. And so on television, they'll run a 30-second video and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars with no care in the world. But to do the same thing on Facebook where they can be far more effective, there'll be scrutiny because it's new.
Industry, which was Swedish business magazine.
Okay.
It's going to be 20 minutes.
Okay.
50 volunteers.
Yes, I see a lot.
This kind of thought leadership, which you also present us. How would you describe the importance of social media in building thought leadership?
I think it's the quickest path to thought leadership. Much to the question that Alexis and I had, I lived the world 5-7 years ago, and my biggest dream was that the Wall Street Journal and Fast Company and Inc. and Fortune and Forbes would cover me. Now I produce content on Facebook and on Medium that they ask me to have the rights to use for distribution. So I flipped it, and it's the lowest cost, quickest path to thought leadership. But there's a problem. There's a naivete in this conference and the world that just because you talk, people are gonna listen. You actually have to, back to journalistic skill sets, my belief in thought leadership is very simple. It's never been better to have a chance to be a thought leader.
So what's the one tip you want, how you make people to listen to you?
Be good. It's never been easier to be a thought leader, and it's never been harder because you're being exposed. People used to live their life saying, if that editor just hired me, I would have done great. Now prove it, show me. The punchline is there's very few thought leaders in anything. There's very few celebrities because it's hard. All of us would be thrilled to make $20 million a year taking a picture with products. Maybe it's not your style, but theoretically, I think we could all agree it's not the worst life to be an influencer, take a picture, and make money that way. The problem is, go and do it. So, a lot of times people say to me like, Gary, like, you're so lucky. I'm like, I'm not lucky. It took a lot of work and it took skill. The great benefit I had was I spent 15 years building an actual business before I decided to be a thought leader. All these 22-year-old thought leaders on social media is a very big farce. Why would I listen to somebody who hasn't executed, right? And so to answer your question, be good enough. Thank you guys. Thank you. In here?
Yes. We can just check it.
To be their head of social media, but they themselves don't understand it, and that's a bad situation. So what I would say is, educate yourself, know what this is, then make a smart hire because you know, and then build a department around it.
But if you Google it, I imagine you'd find an incredible amount of good advice too.
Good and bad, right?
Good and bad, yeah.
You gotta put in the work. If you own a business, or if you're the CEO of a big business, you've gotta put in the 50 hours of reading and listening and watching. It's like anything else. You had to learn how to drive. You had to learn how to walk. You have to put in the work.
You gotta learn how to use Snapchat.
Yes, right. And it's a funny way of saying you have to know how the world is communicating. You can't just show up and not understand the shift. And again, like I've been saying, the biggest problem is it's so big. This is big. What you and I, we're lucky, the three of us. The last 60 years were the same. Radio, television, newspaper, it was the same. You have to go back to ancestors that aren't alive anymore. If you and I, and D-Rock and everybody watching, had our great grandmother here, she would explain. She would say, yes. Then they invented the radio. And we used, or the telephone, like, this has happened before. There were people who lived without a telephone. They wrote letters. Yes. And when the telephone came, go read the articles. Western Union said that the telephone was a fad and would be gone in 3 years. And so I'll give you my number one thing that's a problem, in my opinion, that will not work out well for America. Kids today, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, every school, every sports organization in America, everybody gets a trophy and a prize. Devastatingly bad, very bad. That's just not life. Listen, I'd be thrilled. By the way, on theory, if you read Marxism, like if you read it, I love it. Theoretically, it's great. By the way, as hungry and competitive as I am, I have a very basic principle. I want to build the biggest building in town, but I just want to build the biggest building. I think in America, too many times, back to what you're referring to, a lot of people tear down everybody else's building. I love fair. My biggest problem with capitalism is in America, I hate old white rich dudes. I'll tell you why. Here's what they do. They fight a lot of times and work hard to amass their wealth, but then when they're old and they're tired, they want to use that money to keep it. Correct. And to me, you got your money because you killed the other old guy. So to me, if you love capitalism, you have to love it at your own expense. When my friends win, when Dick is a good friend, I'm thrilled when Dick becomes the CEO of Twitter and makes lots of money. I'm thrilled when Travis invents Uber. Travis is my friend, I knew him pre-anything. Because they won, they deserve it. And too many people try to pull down.
Go Jets!
Go Jets, baby! Thank you, brother, great to see you.
What an amazing day, huh?
It's been a great day.
Okay, thank you, Gary, again for this. Very finished thing. They have blueberries.
My man, real pleasure. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
Okay.
How's your day going?
Good. Yo, set up a call when I land tomorrow. Let him know that that I'm overseas and not getting everything. Yeah, that we talk. And who? Oh, he's up to go crazy. Okay. Yep. They found a hotel on the way to the convention center. I jumped in, showered, and just went on stage, spoke, and just went right back to the airport. Kuwait was insane. It was, I literally.
You're bragging about insanely sick things.
Yes, I know. Okay. My infatuation and love for America is so extreme. When you have the context to know, it's a totally different thing.
This is all I'm seeing.
Which way's up there?
Up there. Providing rental housing like Airbnb.
Yes.
So you can rent online.
Yes.
Until further notice.
That's right.
We are doing that already. Started this year.
Love it.
750 agreements already.
It's fantastic.
Now trying to find a way to cheaply
scale
it and make it
Okay,
3D.
brother.
Ready?
Go. Yeah,
Because now we have to rely on photos.
Yes, and then video. Yes.
3D.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Good to see you. Ready? Scott, you ready? Are you at camp?
Camp.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Thanks for it.
To New York next week.
Are you really?
In a Hustle event, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
My friend, nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just can we take a picture?
Yes,
yeah.
sure.
Let's see. Shit, it's cold. Yeah.
Awesome.
One more.
Thanks for the hustle, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hope I see you
Cheers.
soon. Cheers. So funny, Peter. This is now connecting our last two conversations. The one thing I'm most scared about is being bothered at a Jets game.
Deliver what I want to deliver. All right. I'm
My friend.
gonna
Get
try
some
to get
sleep.
on your
Peter.
flight tomorrow.
Real pleasure.
Great to
Great
see
to
you,
see you. I'll
man.
talk to you soon.
All right, give me a hug.
Real pleasure. Scotty, great to see you,
I'm
man.
gonna have to go try and grab a drink.
Are you? I'm gonna go crash. Take care, man.
We're going out. All right, we'll see you, Scott. Good night.
Good night. Mike.
Love you, Mike. You just like 10 minutes and then, yeah. Awesome, yeah. Thanks, man. How are you? Luke. Hey, man. How are you? Good. Want to take a picture?
Yes, too.
Thank you.
I made the Finn Hustle animation.
Yes.
You saw that?
Yes, I did see it.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. Real
I made
pleasure.
it my own money. I couldn't buy the conference ticket, but
I'm
saw your
glad you're
stream.
here. I'm glad.
Do you have some advice for two 16-year-old entrepreneurs? 16.
I mean, the only thing that I think maps for every 16-year-old entrepreneur is patience. Like the biggest mistake a 16-year-old entrepreneurs make is they want things to happen too soon. You have so much time. I mean, it's insane to me to think about how much time you actually have. If you doubled your age, you would still be 8 years younger than me. You know what I mean? And when you think about it that way, you have so much time. So I think the biggest thing I would tell you is use your advantages. So you don't have experience, but you have time. What that means is put yourself in a position where you're learning and leveraging now, not cashing in. You know, you don't need the money yet. You don't need the fame yet. You know, build the foundational pieces that will make you successful. Be patient, spend time around people that have been successful. Go look at different things. You can commit to 7 years of just learning and still be young as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you have time is your asset. So patience.
Great, thank you.
Awesome, man. Real pleasure, good to see you again.
Can you take a selfie,
Yeah,
please?
for sure.
I have one question.
Yeah.
If you feel like, you know, you're stuck in the present,
Yes.
What do you suggest, like, is the main thing to do to move forward?
To do something that breaks the pattern. Something extreme.
Yeah.
Like just get on a train and go away for a week or something different. You have to break pattern. It's pattern recognition.
Yeah.
It's people get into ruts and you just need to find something to break it.
Yeah,
Even
that makes sense.
I did it with Wine Library. I was building a business. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not 100% happy. I started a video show on YouTube. It wasn't like I went to Africa. I just broke the pattern in an extreme way. I started a new pattern. And so start a new pattern, but you might not like it. But do it for 30 days. And if you want to keep doing it, go. And if not, then start a different pattern. Pattern breakup. The rest of the world is on call. The rest of the world is on call. Finland brought it. What an amazing trip. Yeah, great trip. As we continue to travel, people are gonna have to step up. Great people, great conference, great time.